Good morning, everyone. Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic, coming to you from Mississippi. Hope you guys are doing well. Today's a big day. We're gonna go try to find some building materials here in Gulfport, Mississippi. My buddy Billy's got a lead on getting some salvage materials, and so Diana's gonna go with us. We're gonna take his truck to town. He's got a little bigger bed in case we get some sheets. Today's mission: want to do some research on some better insulation here, ceiling planks, walls. But actually, the main thing is walls. I want to get walls done in here. We have the plywood, we painted the plywood, but we want to start doing some finish work, and then we'll be moving on from there. Maybe some bus updates at the end of the video. Okay, thanks for joining me. We'll be uploading this video with some connected internet. Check out the video description below for unlimited high-speed internet. Still gonna keep building the bus, even though there's a few things going on that's delaying certain parts of the bus. Not giving up, not losing hope, just diverting my energy somewhere else right now, okay? Okay. Before we go shopping here on the coast, Billy took us to the Menge Flea Market. It's an outdoor flea market, used junk, food, produce, a little bit of everything here. We'll go look around, see what we can find. Diana found sunflowers. She loves sunflowers. These are Mississippi-sized sunflowers. Ew, gosh, that's crazy. Are you gonna have a sunflower garden later in life?
Yes, baby.
Good.
That's my plan. Good.
He's creating some really cool looking mailboxes. Here's a blue and gray nautical themed mailbox here. That is really neat. I like that. I found a really lightweight boat steering wheel for 10 bucks. I mean, super light. It's like made out of pine or something. Super lightweight, easy decor for the bus. I gotta get it for 10 bucks. Okay, we're in Gulfport now. I'm gonna get some lunch before we go to surplus store. Cajun's Fabulous Fried Chicken. They got a buffet here. Neat old place here. I love the buffet. Love the buffet. They got cold stuff. And then we're gonna get to the good stuff over here. They got fresh rolls, rice, taters over there. Oh my. There are them taters. There are them taters. Alright, look at this. They got fried catfish, guys. That is awesome. And some good looking chicken there. Alright, we're gonna dig in and then we're gonna go shopping for bus supplies. Say hi, Billy. Catfish here.
Catfish is really good. This is tartar sauce. You like tartar sauce?
No, I do barbecue sauce. But I might dip it in my beans.
What kind of beans did you get? Are those same ones as me? I think those are sweet beans. Yeah, pork beans.
That's pretty good.
I'm trying some butter beans. Okay. Tastes like beans.
Okay. All right, plate two. 2 more drumsticks and some more taters. Oh yeah. All right, guys, lunch was awesome. We are full, we are stuffed. We're here in Gulfport. We're gonna check out Salvage World of Gulfport. Discounted building supplies. That's what we like. This is interesting. So this is insulation. You can see here, it's 4x10 fiberglass foil-backed sound deadening insulation board. It retails for $100. They are $15 a sheet, 4x10. And they've got a lot of them. Let's see, they got 3/4 inch plywood, 25 bucks a sheet. So I want to show you this. This is called composite board. It's fiberglass backed. It's waterproof. It's very thin. It's meant for like walls and office environments. And it's textured. I want you to see up close. It's textured. Now we already have insulation and plywood in the bus. We just need something that acts as a wall. And I think these would be great These 4x8 sheets are only $6 a piece. What a price. We're getting the last 12 10-footers of that composite fiberglass waterproof board. Billy's bringing the truck up to load it in there. And also, I bought 10 of these sound deadening commercial grade fiberglass. These are gonna be our ceiling panels because they're bendable. They got foil on the back and they're flexible. All right, we got our composite board loaded here, and he's bringing in our commercial grade compressed fiberglass sound deadening insulation boards for the ceiling. It'll be so much better than what we took out, I think. I hope. We'll see. All right, one more stop. Still got to drive a little bit here, but we're not going too far. Billy wants to show us one other place. Not a Home Depot or a Lowe's, but Hood's Discount Home Center. Like I said, we don't got much room for anything else in here, but today. Let's go see what they got. Well, there is only one thing in this store we need, and it's clearly Johnny Depp pirate poker table, 1,100 bucks. Yep, we'll make room for it. I don't know if this is a good price or not. Pine nickel gap shiplap. It's tongue and groove, but these are 16-foot sheets for 16 bucks. That's $1 a foot for the 1x6, and it can look something like that. And since we no longer have countertops, they do have butcher block, $250 for a 144-inch. They have different ones too.
Birch.
Here's that lighter color one.
Acacia.
I'm a little, I'm bummed. I don't even think I told you guys. We ended up not being able to even salvage our live edge redwood slabs from Washington State. Arizona did not like that we were trying to store them there. And
so what was it? It just didn't sustain the weather there?
They expanded, they cracked, they twisted up beyond repair. I've talked to a couple people that know those, and they said you can sometimes sand the edges and try to make it flat again or do certain stuff, but it wasn't worth trying to mess with them. So we will need new kitchen tables, countertops, and they have a lot to choose from. Here's a wider one, 36-inch wide. So we'll be getting some new countertops here soon. Well, now hang on, because instead of butcher block, we could get a piece of this that has that granite look to it, These are ginormous 18-foot countertops here. 252 bucks. And that would leave me room to cut an 8-foot section for the main one and then use a 4-foot section across the bus on the other side too. Just looking to see what they had. Look at this. Look at this pattern and color. That's cool. And it's already got the backsplash, so we wouldn't mess with that. It'd be the easier route to go. It's easy to cut the sinkhole and everything, and the stove hole. 252 bucks. Wow, wow. Not bad. All right, we're back in the naughty bus. Vanna White over here holding one piece of this 10-foot composite board. It is going to be awesome. It's nice and white. It's waterproof. It's easy to wash with a washcloth to wipe. It's thin. It's not heavy. It's going to be a great wall for everything in here. So all this plywood will be covered up, and it'll have that nice composite board on it. Yeah. Rooster next door. Yeah, let me show you what the plan is. By the way, on the way back, we stopped that flea market that had the other stuff at the other end. There's two things we got that I didn't show you. They actually had two of these ginormous 150 quart Igloo Max Cold coolers. They had the white one, and they had the two-tone gray. And Billy and I both got one. I got this one for $35, and he got his for $35, and we're kind of cleaning them out right now, bleaching them out just to clean them out. But they're in pretty good condition. All the latches and handles and everything works on them. So good coolers to have. Now my Harley trailer is empty technically. My Harley is being worked on again. I think this is it. I think this is finally the last time, and I might be able to ride my Harley in 2025. The trailer is empty. I have room in there, but our next project is to be working on the walls like I showed you. But this tent's full. So here in the backyard, Billy and I loaded up all of our stuff into this shed temporarily. There's those 2 pieces of composite wood, then all the insulation and the paneling behind it, just to keep it weather tight, because it doesn't rain that much, but one rain and all that's going to be ruined, I feel like. So we're just kind of making sure right now. But I assure you, the walls and the insulation are a very, very close future project. I ended my last video because I was a little confused about what was going on after we installed this 50 amp plug here on the bus and tapped it into the EG4 in there. I'll show you that. Because I had even brought in my portable air conditioner to pull 1400 watts and test this system, and Billy and I were just a little confused with things. So that wire actually comes in right here, feeds right in here to the grid. This is a 240 volt system, so it's split phase. Line 1, line 2, black, red, then we got neutral, then we got ground over there. In fact, you can see it right here. Load is on the left, line 1, line 2 grid, and then generator is last. We don't have this on right here, but this is the one that was kind of giving us problems in my last video. So eventually we were able to get the portable air conditioner to work and pull off. It was pulling off some of the 50 amp coming in. The problem was it was also pulling off a little bit of the battery, 800 watts to be exact. And of course I'm totally baffled by that, because that's not how it's supposed to work. You plug in 50 amps, I should be getting 5,000 or 6,000 watts direct charge to this battery while it passes through and powers everything else in here, and we weren't getting that. And I'll be honest, this menu system on here is not only hard to see, but it's very hard to navigate. Well, guess what, guys? I contacted Signature Solar in Texas, who I got pretty much my entire solar system, all my components from. And I talked with Jacob there. Jacob is one of the technicians there, and he volunteered to do a video chat with me here. And I literally, so Billy and I sat here on the bed earlier today. We video chatted with Jacob from Signature Solar out of Sulphur, Texas, and he ran us through all the settings in here. Now, I want to be clear, because this is where things are really weird. I watched a video where another YouTuber said, okay, we're going to turn it on, it's going to work. And then he had a weird pause and he said, actually, I had to change a couple settings, but now it works. And I went, what settings? So, we had to go into setting 6 on here. 6, 14, and 22. In setting 22, you need to set the parameters of your battery. And it's going to be different for everybody, but I happen to be running a monster 48 volt lithium battery here. You can hear the fans coming on right now. So what we had to do is we had to change the time when it gets activated. We had to move that from 48 volts up to 53 volts. 53 volts. That's when it starts taking a little bit of juice from that, or a lot of bit of juice, to charge this battery. That's the only thing that worked. And then we set our maximum cutoff at 54.2. So our bottom threshold, 53 volts. Our top cutoff, 54.2. That is what Signature Solar wanted us to set the parameters of this. And as we were doing the live stream, all of a sudden the fans kicked on. This started taking literally 5,800 watts of charge current to the battery, and we were charged in about 2 hours from being almost completely dead. The system is working perfectly now. The generator will be the next one. That'll be a separate switch outside, but we have the 50 amp plug. We've got AC power. Now we just need to tackle this issue. I have also been chatting with Mr. Cool about this mini split system and what's going on. It is actually working sometimes. Sometimes. Not this one. The rear one. The rear one sometimes works. The front one, not so much. I hope to have a positive thing to say about my mini split system. Like, I will mention before, at least, this wasn't spinning and blowing out hot air. So we got one working. That'll be the new 50-foot line set. And this one's still giving us problems, and I'm trying to figure it all out. So I'm not going to say anything. I haven't been happy about it, obviously, but the mini split system is kind of an ongoing thing, as well as the Harley. However, as you see, I've been able to focus on some more positive things going on. Probably in my very next video, we're going to start going back to work inside the Naughty Bus and working on turning it into what looks like a shed on the inside to more of what looks like a home. A really nice home, I hope. In the meantime, I think me and Chunks will play some arcade here in the Naughty Bus. I got some flack for calling Chunks my favorite cat. Cats are different than kids, right? I love Opie, I love Tara, I love Gizmo, but Chunks and I, we have a special bond. I love him. He might be my favorite boy. Maybe next week Opie will be my favorite boy. I don't know. He's my good boy. He's gonna hang out with me in the bus. I'm gonna play some video games. I'm gonna drink a Coors Light Silver Bullet. I never really understood these aluminum bottles. Like, you can always get an aluminum can. Why are these so popular? Tell you what, it's because the ants. You can seal it back up. You can't seal a can back up. While we were transporting the bus, I lost this light up here. It's actually... That was it. A plastic frame, cheap. I'm gonna be putting an LED strip up here. I think that'll look cooler. You gotta have your Super NES original controller. So I'll plug this guy in. Then I'll go here and play some Super Goals and Ghosts on the Super NES, the original controller. And I got a little upgrade, so I don't have to stand if I don't want to. Because I think when you play with controllers versus joysticks, it's better to sit. So I got me a little arcade step here too. Oh yeah. I'm gonna play some games. I'll get back to you in a bit.